In January 2017, I started my weekly video blog, and on January 22nd, 2019, I'll be adding a weekly autism podcast called Turn Autism Around with Dr. Mary Barbera. Today, I'm going to tell you why I decided to start a podcast and give you a sneak peek at the first few episodes. Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Barbera, autism mom, board certified behavior analyst, online course creator, and best-selling author of The Verbal Behavior Approach. Each week, I provide you with some of my ideas about turning autism around. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can do that now. So most of you know that have been following me for a while that 2 decades ago, I fell into the autism world when my firstborn son, Lucas, was diagnosed with autism just one day before his 3rd birthday. And more than a decade ago, in 2007, I published my first book, The Verbal Behavior Approach. It's available in several languages, sold over 50,000 copies, and is still selling a lot of copies every day as well. And about 4 or 5 years ago, I fell into the online marketing space. And I did this because 4 or 5 years ago, I was going door to door seeing clients, mostly in the early intervention field. And I was also traveling around the world speaking about my book. And neither going door to door or speaking to large or small crowds was efficient in getting my techniques out to the world. So I started learning about online marketing and needed to learn things like opt-ins, lead generation, needed to learn a lot about Facebook ads, YouTube, online course creation, evergreen campaigns. I've had several mentors in the online marketing space, including Jeff Walker, who's the creator of the Product Launch Formula and Launch Club, which I belong to for the past 2 years now, as well as other online mentors, namely Amy Porterfield and Pat Flynn, who have both inspired me with their weekly podcasts as well as their paid online courses and communities. Basically, I fell into that world, took courses, listened to podcasts. I still listen to online marketing podcasts every single week to learn more about how I can get my message out to the world. So just a few weeks ago, in December of 2018, I made a big decision. I am going to bite the bullet and start a podcast called Turn Autism Around, which will debut Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. So why a podcast and why now? You may know that I've set a big goal to turn autism around for 2 million by 2020. And now that it's 2019, I'm under a tight deadline. I started looking, I actually bought Pat Flynn's podcast course last year, but I didn't watch it or follow through with it. But now I binge watched it and I'm ready to go. And what I discovered was kind of surprising is that I couldn't find any weekly autism podcasts that were like I'm going to create. Many of the podcasts around the topic of autism have started and stopped, and it's just a lot to keep going when you have a video blog or a podcast. But I'm committed that I'm not just going to start it. I'm going to do a weekly podcast long term. I have great, helpful information that I want to get out to both parents and professionals. So my podcast will be on iTunes, it'll be on Google Play, Stitcher, anywhere else you listen to podcasts, as well as on my website at marybarbera.com/podcast. It will be a weekly show every Tuesday, approximately 30 to 45 minutes in length. It'll be both for parents and professionals, working with toddlers with just signs of autism, all the way up to teens and adults with moderate severe autism. My goal is to give information that will help turn autism around and also help autism professionals and parents be less stressed and live happier lives. I'll cover autism from all different angles, including medical. I don't know if you know this, but I'm also a registered nurse. I'll be covering the behavioral aspects of autism as a behavior analyst. I'll also be tackling the financial, economic, problems with autism, the rise in the autism rate, the possibility of autism recovery, different treatment options. Even I'll be covering the political aspects of autism. It will be a mixture of solo shows where it's just me talking, as well as some interviews. And in the first set of podcasts, I'll give some details about my fall into the autism world and give you some of my parent and professional key lessons I learned that will help you. And on one of my early episodes, we'll have an interview with Kelsey, a single mom of 2. She has 2 sons under the age of 5, and she'll share how she took matters into her own hands to help her sons and then became a professional in the field as well. And in another podcast interview early on, I'll interview Dr. Megan Miller, a doctoral level BCBA, who will discuss common behavior procedures that often backfire and what to do instead. I can't wait until you hear all this great content. So please mark your calendars for Tuesday, January 22nd. And on that day, I'd like you to search for Turn Autism Around on iTunes. Download the episodes that will be available that day. Subscribe to the podcast to get my shows automatically. And after you listen to an episode or 2, and assuming you love it, which I'm hoping you will, please give me a rating and review for the podcast. This will help generate a lot of buzz around the podcast and help me reach a lot more people around the world. I hope you're as excited as I am about my new podcast. Please mark your calendars for Tuesday, January 22nd. And if you're watching this video blog after the 22nd, please go now and subscribe to my Turn Autism Around podcast. And wherever you're watching this, leave me a comment, especially if you have any podcast ideas. Give me a thumbs up, share this video with others who might benefit. And for more information about my podcast, go to marybarbera.com/podcast, and I'll see you right here next week.